Today is World Food Day. As you know, on the 16th of October is World Food Day. And St. Lucia is also celebrating World Food Day. We have to do that because, for many, many reasons, because we have to ensure that everybody in the world today have access to food. That is a must. Okay? So we are using cassava this time around for World Food Day to ensure that you, the students, at the various schools, prepare cassava dishes, and of course, for St. Lucians to use cassava by and large.
The Food and Agriculture Organization, which is the FAO, every year on October 16th, we will celebrate World Food Day. And every year the ministry normally charges the responsibility for organizing the activities around World Food Day. This year the theme is social protection and agriculture, breaking the cycle of rural poverty. What we're saying is that we have selected cassava. Why? Because we understand that the number of farmers that have been displaced from the banana industry, and we believe cassava can fill that gap very nicely. Because we know cassava is a crop that is very resilient. It has tremendous industrial potential. I mean, if you guys maybe know, let me not know, but I want you all to know that Red Stripe, for example, have introduced a cassava bear. In Trinidad and Tobago, for example, you also get cassava flour and cassava bread on the supermarket shelf. In St. Lucia, we are hoping that the same will apply, where we are going to have cassava and cassava bread on the shelf, just like you're getting white flour. Cassava is a crop that is deep in our history. You know that, for example, like every day, every week, you will see our entrepreneurs with baskets on their heads selling cassava bread. We have also seen farine, for example, is something that we are aware of and we know of. We consume farine, for example, every time, every year, especially during now. That is the avocado season. St. Lucians like avocado and farine as a main dish sometimes. So why we chose the schools? We see cassava as a crop for the future. We know cassava, and we believe that it's you guys who are going to pioneer the development of the market for cassava. And having seen some of them lovely dishes that I see there, I am confident that this will be achieved. In fact, I am overwhelmed at the creativity of the school today. They say wise men came from the east, and I'm from the east. So maybe I might say the wise chef and the creative chef will come from the east. And I must compliment you guys for the amount of work that you are putting. And my heart goes out to you in terms of the number of dishes I have seen, and also I'm indeed having problems in my stomach because I do want to taste some of your offerings there. I want to congratulate again the Dennery Clean Mason Secondary School for the tremendous amount of work, and I see a lot of guys with the aprons and whatever. It tells me that I'm even more happy that I see a lot of guys wave their aprons and whatever. It tells me that the tradition is changing, and I think you guys must give yourself even a louder cheer.
Yeah.
Because man. Because it mean a bigger chair. All I want to say again is that the Ministry of Agriculture is happy. In fact, we are happier now that we see the amount of dishes that you guys have been able to come up with for cassava. And we hope that after today, that we will see an increase in consumption of cassava and a reduction in the consumption of white potato. Because why? Cassava is more nutritious, it has more nutrients than white potato. It can make the same chips that you guys love with your chicken and whatever. We do have local chicken. We encourage you guys to eat fresh St. Lucia's best. I wish all of you all a happy World Food Day.
It was very interesting that they chose Clan Basin to work on cassava. When I heard about cassava, I was like, what about cassava? It will be a challenge. Because cassava is not something that we use very often. So then we sat and we thought about it. I asked for ideas from some of the teachers. I'd like to say thank you to the teachers, first of all, for helping me get the dishes, the different recipes, to put them together. So before I go any further and explain the dishes, I just want to put my congratulate my team over here, please. Yes, put your hands together for them. They worked very hard. Last night we were up till minutes to 12, and we were back here very early in the morning. All right? So we're just moving on to the dishes. Over here we have some pemi cassava, made from cassava. Strictly cassava and a little bit of secret ingredients. I cannot tell you what's in there. You'll have to come see me.
I agree.
All right?
I agree.
Also we have some cheese buns, cheese bread, made from cassava as well. Also some sweet buns, some saltfish and cassava balls, garlic cassava. So also we have the plain cassava just so you can sample to see that it can be eaten just as a ground provision, right? So just as potato, you could just boil your cassava and just eat it up nicely. We made some cassava cakes. And the one which is most interesting, a lot of people wouldn't think of coming up with, is the Cassava Punch. The Cassava Punch, this one caused a little bit of challenge because the cassava itself doesn't have a distinctive taste. So after we made it, we were thinking, okay, what can we do with it to get the flavor out? So we sat there and we struggled, and then until I had some sour sops in the fridge. So I just juiced them out and I just added them to it. And then when we put them in there, we realized that's exactly what it was missing. It was a very difficult task to come up with all of those different dishes, but I still want to say thank you to all those who supported, especially the team. Put your hands together for the guys. They did most of the work. All I had to do was tell them what to do. Thank you very much. Yeah. A lot of cheers for them, people. Give them. They did a lot of hard work, people. Come on. Put your hands together for them.
We were asked to prepare at least 3 to 4 dishes. We end up with 8. So I think it is because my students were very excited. Having cassava as the main food, I think it really, really is a good idea for the Ministry of Agriculture. My students, honestly, they were impressed. They were more excited than me. I heard one of the boys say, miss, my father has a kind of cassava at the back there. I'll start dealing with it. So we had cassava cups, cassava balls. We had coupe cassava. We had cassava punch. In fact, we have cassava all the way. Okay? What else we have? Oh, crunchy cassava cakes, like Valentine cakes. You notice the redness in the cakes? Use cassava because it has the tendency to work similar with flour, as in the pizza we had. We had cassava pizza. We did not do much with it. We just took the cooked cassava, we mashed it with margarine, and we use it as a base for pizza. That's so easy. You go, you buy flour, you knead dough, you do all kinds of things. So I am saying the ordinary solution. Try cassava, and cassava will give you a lot of surprises. It fries very well. You can just break an egg in it and make cassava balls. We make breadfruit balls, we make cassava balls. We make cassava drink or a nourishing drink. The children will love it.
I think it's interesting innovation, trying to utilize a new unfamiliar ground provision. It's a pretty good direction they're going.
But you knew about cassava before?
Yes, I'm a Guyanese.
What did you know about it before?
I'm a Guyanese, so I grew up eating cassava as a part of a normal diet.
In what form?
You boil it and use as a, what you call, like you use yams and so on. It's eaten like that. It's fried. It's made into chips and cakes and a variety of produce. So it's a good thing that they're trying to do this into.
I must say it was not too difficult. As soon as the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Louis, called us, we started exploring dishes.
Nice, total good. I like the food. I must say, like, it's not like everything you're getting like every day. Check it, something new, and I like it. I must say, I like it. The cassava from the cupcake with the cassava, I like it, man. See, yeah, man. I know cassava before. My grandma tell me, hey, I have a cassava. Everybody say, Niak, I don't want that. Check it, but now, yeah.
We never worked with cassava before. I've never even seen it. Yeah, it was my first time, and like we had to adapt. Like we didn't know how to cook it, but then we practiced and we found different ways, like to prepare it, and we had fun with it.
I sampled everything, and I never thought that you could make these things with cassava, especially the pizza. When we came up with the idea for the pizza, I was like, cassava pizza? Until we actually made it and we tried it, and it's very good. Yes.
What you knew about cassava before?
I knew people would make the cassava bread, which is normally what they sell and you could eat it, but I didn't know that you could grate it and make anything with it. I didn't know anything about it.
What was your perception about cassava before making all of these dishes?
I like cassava. But now, seeing all the things that you can make with it, I have a totally different perception. And some of these things I actually want to try at my home. Really impressed. I had no idea that students could actually make all of this with cassava. My opinion of cassava is just to make farine. You know, it's not that tasty, but I'm changing my opinion now of the food. It's really delicious. The cakes, the pizza, they call it casa, really tasty.
I think I have really learned how you can be versatile in preparing sweet cassava, and considering it is a sweet dish, a sweet item rather, a sweet food. And we did so many savory dishes. We did 5 savory dishes with it, with cheese, with saltfish, and because cassava is not a high protein food, it is important that to get a balanced diet with it, you need animal foods or some kind of high plant protein food. So notice in all our dishes we use either cheese, saltfish or some kind of protein foods to make it balanced. Because if we are breaking the silence or if we are breaking the cycle of rural poverty, it is important that we have healthy children and healthy persons. So just eating cassava as a high carbohydrate dish, this is not enough. We need to make it more balanced.